guys, so not too long ago I uploaded the video doing the name reveal real quick, and then I started thinking about there is like a few more videos that I really need to do. um, I'm not so much like in a hurry. I'm not on a schedule or anything. I upload when I can or when I feel like it, pretty much. But I realized I haven't done a pregnancy update since I was like 4 weeks pregnant and just literally found out. And I had taken a test like a few days before I did that video, because of my absence with all my issues that I was going through, all my depression and everything. So, seeing as now I'm almost 21 weeks, I should probably do an update because obviously a lot has changed. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get into what you guys have missed. I have notes written down. I was keeping track. Certain weeks I write down symptoms and everything I was going through, just to generally try to remember things better this time around. I got off track with some of these, but for the most part, you get the general idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through the stuff that you've missed from basically, I guess, 5 weeks up until now. Okay, so 5 weeks, I was feeling crampy on and off, still had sore breasts, very tired, a little bit of bloating, like, like when I did my 4 week update, I was saying like I felt like my belly was full, which obviously at 4 weeks the baby is like so small. It's not because of the baby. And I was experiencing heightened smell. I didn't really have any cravings, no real food aversion or sickness yet at that point. Moving on from the 5th week, I started getting sick about 6 weeks all the way until 12 weeks. So a little over a month I was really sick. I hated the smell of food, period. I couldn't stand food. I couldn't stand my kitchen. I could not walk in the kitchen. I can't tell you how much or how often my kitchen was dirty because I couldn't go in there to clean it because I would have to literally turn around and walk around and go get sick. We heard the heartbeat at 12 weeks, and her heartbeat then was 170. And we had a bit of a scare scenario with that. We hadn't heard her heartbeat before then. We had seen it on my first ultrasound, which I did my first ultrasound. I was almost 9 weeks. Then trying to hear it with the Doppler, the first time was 12 weeks. And it took a little while for her to find it. And at first she found mine and she thought it was the baby's. And she said, "That's really slow." And then she walked out to go talk to the doctor because at that point I had seen a midwife because my doctor was out. And then she came back in with a different Doppler and did it. She's like, "Oh, that's yours." And then a little while later she was able to find hers and she said it was elevated, meaning she had been really activated. Excuse my train of thought. She's been really active, and so that was good. And everything was fine after that. Cravings around that time was bologna and mustard sandwiches and pickles. It was the same stuff I was craving with Alec, and which made me think it was another boy, but obviously that wasn't the truth. So I was wrong. Then I didn't really have any changes, cravings, or anything like that in between 12 weeks until my next update that I had wrote about. My next update I have in here is 17 weeks. I started getting some minor sickness again. Usually in the mornings, when I first woke up, I started getting pounding headaches, lightheadedness, and fatigue really bad. I started feeling frequent baby movement starting at 16 weeks. I felt a few flutters and twitches around 14 weeks, but it wasn't like frequent at all. It'd be like maybe once or twice a day, like one day, and then I'd go like a week or a few days and not feel it anymore. Cravings at 17 weeks, beef and veggie stew, and egg sandwiches. Um, Chris made some homemade beef and veggie stew, and we were eating on it all the time, and it was so good. And good thing is, it's good in vitamins and protein and everything, so that was good for me. Egg sandwiches, I like fried egg sandwiches, preferably runny yolk. I hear that you're not really supposed to have a whole lot of it because you can get salmonella poisoning. Okay. And 17 weeks, baby was being super active. And then since we had our names picked out, Alice Marie and Evan Michael. I had to go get Alec his coloring books and his crayons. He saw I had my notebook out, so he was wanting to draw. So he is down there coloring. Alright, so I was at 20 weeks. Okay, which is technically this week, Friday, which is tomorrow, I'll be 21 weeks. So I'm right on track. Feeling pretty good this week. I'm rarely sick. The only real problem that I've had this week has been leg pains, like numbness, back pain, stuff like that. And I thought it was kind of early to be going through all that because I didn't go through that with Alec until I was in the 3rd trimester. But I think it has to do with Alice sits a lot lower than Alec did. I was pretty high with Alec as far as where he was at in my belly and the uterus and everything like that. She's really low. I think when we did my 18-week ultrasound and found out it was a girl, her head, she was head down, and her head was like still really low in my pelvis, and it was causing a lot of pressure, and it was not comfortable. So some days I still have pains and stuff like that if she's really low or her head is really low, which I think is she gets on a nerve or something, and it gets very uncomfortable, and there's not a whole lot I can do for it either, which kind of sucks, but I guess it comes along with the territory. I started getting Braxton Hicks last week, and sometimes I'll just get like a couple and then it'll go away, but I can definitely tell that's what it is. I can feel my whole belly tighten, and obviously since I've been pregnant before, I know what that stuff feels like. I remember vaguely, and there's nothing else that it feels like. So this week my craving and last week has been salsa, and speaking of which, I'm eating some like right now with chips. I got one of those jars last week, and like 2 or 3 days it was all gone. Like I ate the entire jar of salsa. So I don't know, cravings are really weird. I have more this time around than I did with Alec. Alec, I had a few and they like were spaced. Like basically in trimesters. Like at one point I craved chocolate donuts and cappuccinos, hot and spicy with cheese from McDonald's, which I know is totally healthy for you. And the one healthy craving I did have was ice cold tap water. It had to be tap water. And I used to drink like hospital pitchers of it, like 3 a day. And those were like the things that I craved with him, along with the pickles and everything in the beginning. And this time, it seems like almost every 2 weeks or so, I have a new craving. But so far, nothing like, I haven't craved nothing. I haven't craved anything really bad for you or anything, so that's good. And then, 18 weeks, we found out we were having a girl. And like I said in my last video, her name's going to be Alice Marie. Big difference between this pregnancy and my pregnancy with Alec. I haven't gained that much, surprisingly. With Alec, I started out, my pre-pregnancy weight was 108 and I was underweight. I was very, very thin. And then I pigged out all the time when I was pregnant with Alec. I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and as a result, I gained 60 pounds. And I was 168 at the end of my pregnancy. And then when I had him, I lost about 20 or so pounds and got back, like I was in the 140 range. And that was where I kind of stayed. This time, I've only gained in my entire pregnancy, I'm almost 21 weeks, and I've only gained 4 pounds. So that is way, way better than how I was doing with Alec. I think I lost some weight too in the beginning because I was getting sick so much. And then now I'm gaining probably like a pound a month now, which at this stage you're supposed to be getting like I think 4 pounds a month, like a pound a week. But I'm on a good schedule, so I'll probably end up around the same weight I was when I had Alec, and that's fine. I'd rather do that than gain as much as I did with Alec and then be like over 200 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that, and that's basically all that's really been different so far. I have my next appointment is October 27th, so like a week or two from now or something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my belly, which is a big, big difference from my 4-week update. So, okay, guys, so this is my 20-week pregnancy belly, and it's also full with chips and salsa right now too. So this is how I am now, and I'll look at my shirt and show you too. I seem fairly bigger this time than how I was with Alec. And also, like, everything is up higher right now. Normally it's way, way lower. But, and I'm also doing the whole rigging my pants thing with a hair tie. But, my last video, not my last video, but gender ultrasound, I did an update and I showed pictures of my belly progression so far, but this is where I'm at right now. And you can see my belly is kind of growing. I also have, I don't know if you can see it or not, my phone's causing a shadow, is like the line, I have a little line going up to my belly button. I don't know if you can see or not, but that is my belly so far, and like I said, it's up higher right now than what it normally is. Normally it's like way lower, but yep, that's my belly so far. So guys, that's my 20-week pregnancy update. I will try to stay on top of at least every 2 weeks or every week from now doing updates. I don't have a whole much longer. Well, I don't have much longer until I'm done. I'm already halfway done, so this pregnancy is just blowing by really, really fast. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys. You'll see me later.